Hello, everybody. I'm back to talk about Andrew Breitbart. I felt called to do his reading. I had done somebody else's reading, and I felt like he had come through, and he was like peeking his head in the room. He was really curious and like scoffing about it. He was like curious about it, but like a silly curious, like just kind of like inching his way into this room, this what felt like a physical office room in this other dimension where I was connecting with him. And we just kind of had like casual conversations. I did touch on, were you murdered? That sort of thing. And he was like, no, it was a natural death because I remember when he passed away, a lot of people thought that he was murdered. He talked about a business relationship with somebody that tried to pressure him into some sort of investments that were taking place in Mexico. It was some sort of like pharmaceutical tech venture that was happening somewhere like in Baja or like just across the border. And this person kept pressuring him, and he was like, no, no, no. And that kind of like bruised their relationship. And this was like in the months leading up to his death. And that's really as far as he would take it there. He just told me that he wasn't murdered and that it was essentially a natural death. He talked about when he was drinking vodka, was his vodka and tonic or something like that. He was very specific. Oh, I did this reading like a year ago, which is what I initially said. I think I did. Um, but he had stopped drinking for a while, but his drink of choice at the time was like vodka. So he told me about lifestyle changes. He spoke about a child named Johanna or Johanna, something like that. And that a little bit of that came out in the reading, but it was more so coming out heavily after the reading had completed in the days after. And I believe this is the daughter of one of his friends. And I didn't understand why there was a hyper emphasis, but he made me feel like there was like a connection with him and this girl, Johanna, who would have been between the ages of 10 and 12. Um, you know, so I don't want to start nothing, but I don't know if he may have secretly fathered this girl. No tea, no shade. This is all alleged. But it was a very pleasant reading. He talked about a ranch that was very fond of, and he goes to that place. It like helps him to relive boyhood memories. Some ranch out in California, not too far from where he grew up, as the family had like some other property maybe. But he talked about the ranch a lot, and it was an interesting reading. He also said that he's a classic liberal, or at least he started out that way.